Have you ever wondered why every year thousands of students sit for their KCSE exams and still fail? Despite the fact being well fed with notes, being well fed with past papers, but unfortunately they end up failing in their examinations. Today in this session, I want us to deep dive and discuss what is not commonly discussed on why a majority of the students end up failing in their examination. In this session, I want us to deeply discuss on the reasons behind failure. Have a pen and a book so that you can note these 5 main points on why a majority of the students fail. If you are watching this video, ensure you have subscribed, you like this video and you share this video so that another student will come across it. Another concern is that a majority of my viewers do not subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ensure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell so that each and every time I post or upload a video concerning academic progress and also learning development, you are going to be updated. Number one reason on why a majority of the students fail is that a majority of the students study but they do not understand. There is this scenario in which a majority of students are used to writing notes and they think through or just by writing notes, the concept will automatically stick in their mind. But that is not the case. A majority of the students put down their notes on the books. They write down their notes faithfully, expecting that at the end of it all, they are going to pass their examination. But there is a difference between writing and executing the written information on paper. So apart from writing, learners should know how to execute and implement whatever they have written, whatever they have internalized with their mind on paper. So that is the number one reason why a majority of the students fail in their examination. Number two, most of the students have knowledge gaps in the previous works that they did during their classwork activities. You will find that a majority of Form 4 students, Form 3 students, lost their track back in Form 1 and in Form 2. And simply by losing the track, they cannot be able to navigate through the topics that are ahead. For instance, if I may use mathematics as a reference, if a student did not understand linear equations in Form 1, therefore understanding gradient and equation of straight lines in Form 2 will be quite impossible. So the presence of knowledge gaps in the course of high school coursework is one of the leading causes of students' failure in the KCSE examination. So as a student, when you note that you have some knowledge gaps, I've had this case of helping students, teaching students during my private tutorials, whereby you will find that these are candidates and they have some missing information back in Form 1, Form 2 and Form 3. So what I do in such a scenario, I start laying a new foundation again so that there would be no missing gap or there would be no missing information to ensure that the best of the results comes out from this learner. So students, I want you to understand this. Kama kuna topic ambayo haukuelewa, it might be a hindrance for you to understand another topic. There is no way you can understand trigonometry 2 if you have not understood trigonometry 1. There is no way you can be able to understand how to write and balance a chemical equation if you, back in Form 1, you did not learn about the general chemical or the general word equations that we did back in Form 1. So it is as simple as that. Number 3, another very profound reason why a majority of the students fail is because learners cram and not understand. Majority of the learners are good in cramming, but they do not understand. There is this scenario that occurs where students master or they cram definitions without necessarily questioning why those definitions exist. They are also very good in crafting answers as they are in past papers. And in one way or another, that is a disadvantage to the understanding of a learner because nowadays as NEC is assessing examination, you will find out that questions are twisted and a majority of the students find themselves failing. Reason being, they only crammed the question being assessed in one dimension. They had not interacted with the question being assessed in another dimension. So it is always good to understand as a student that when you study, ensure that you understand and not cram. How do you enhance your understanding? Number one, you enhance your understanding by writing down summary notes. When you read a context, ensure you summarize the notes and write them down in a more simpler manner that you are going to understand. Use simple language if possible. Use the simplest English if possible so that you can be able to internalize and remember that information. So the presence of knowledge gaps. We started with number one, the students not being able to understand whatever they study. Number two, we've learned about the knowledge gaps. And number three, we have mentioned about the cramming and not understanding. Cramming and not understanding. So those are the reasons why a majority of the students fail. Number four, there is fear in asking questions. In my experience as a teacher, I've noted with a lot of concern that a majority of students fear asking questions, and I think the society has framed asking questions as maybe timidity or stupidity. I don't know how, because I've noted that a majority of the students fear asking questions, and you will find out that when you teach them and they don't understand, they will carry that baggage home. They write down the notes, they will take their assignment home, and the following day, as a teacher, you'll be very discouraged, finding that a majority of them did not do their assignment simply because they didn't understand the concept in class. And you will proceed to ask them on the reason behind not asking questions, and you'll find that a majority of them, their self-esteem is very low. So for us to be able to navigate through asking questions, we need to build the self-esteem of learners. As teachers, we need to build to build that environment. We need to have or create that environment or platform where students feel free to ask questions, where students feel they feel embraced, they feel wanted, and they feel they are belonging in that platform, so that they can be able to open up and ask questions. So that can be a solution to that. That being the reason number four on why students fail examination. Number five, students have not been taught the exams technique or how to respond to questions during examination, and not being able to learn on how to answer questions in the examinations. That has also been another leading factor leading to students failing in the examination. Exam techniques. I think the art of passing exam is a very, very key point to be taught in school on how students should answer questions. You will find that in passing examination, it is not much emphasized on hard work. It is much on following instructions. For example, being a mathematics teacher, you will find that a majority of the questions asked or assessed in mathematics are based on instruction based. Give your answer into 2 decimal places. Give your answer into 3 significant figures. Write your answer in 4 significant figures. So if learners are not able to respond to these questions, or if they are not able to learn this exam technique, they end up failing despite being good in class. So we need to teach students on how to respond to questions. We need to teach them on exam techniques, how to navigate through exams. And I believe that as we do that, we will be able to have good results at the end of the KCSE examinations. Second, to finalize, in a nutshell, failure is not final, and the fact that you fail today does not determine how your performance will be tomorrow. What matters is the change and the new habits that you will build so that you will become a better version of yourself tomorrow. So failure is not final. One man said that the world belongs to those that ask the best of the questions. So as learners, don't fear asking questions. Be confident in yourself. Ask questions. Teachers are there to respond. Teachers are friendly. Beyond being teachers, we are mentors, we are facilitators, and we are here to guide you. And we've come to the end of this session, ensure you like, you subscribe, and you share this video so that it is going to help another student. Behind me, I have a contact. You can clearly see that I have my contact details are there. For any inquiry, for any request, for any inquiry, just dial that number, +254 742 090825. You can call, you can SMS, or you can WhatsApp me, and I'm going to help you. Have a good day.